brief background about your experiences and your qualifications.
Yeah, so I'm pleased to run for the position, and I think what I do is I want to make sure everyone understands that I don't need to run for this position. It wasn't one day I wanted to wake up and change everything in Harrisburg. I'm an older person running for this position because I do want to make a difference. I want to keep everything that Senator Scarnati's been doing. I want to keep it going here for the 25th district. And I think one thing that I bring to the table is that I started off low. I started off at the bottom. Mayor. Now I'm the city manager, and all the communities in the 25th district. Although we're different, a lot of us is the same in all the problems that we have.
Background. Talk a little bit. Obviously, you said you worked your way up. What are you now? What have you been here in Du Bois?
Yeah, so was and still am the executive director of the Du Bois Area United Way, past fire chief of the city of Du Bois, lifelong member, 42 years in the Du Bois Volunteer Fire Department. Also served as the mayor from the year 2000 to 2010, where I became the city manager, and I still currently hold that position.
What do you feel are the most important issues that you're running, your platform, or most important issues for folks here in the 25th district?
Yeah, so there's a lot of big issues that we have here, and what we got to do, especially coming out through this virus that we're into now, is we got to work on these unfunded mandates. I think that the state has put on us, and I think that's one of the things we want to look at. Another high position I'm in is the volunteer fire departments. The volunteer fire departments in every community, such as Du Bois, St. Mary's, Brookville, Wellsboro, wherever it might be, Bradford, the volunteer fire departments are the backbone of every community. And we have to make sure we take care of them, we support them, and because they're the first ones called for any kind of disaster. But most of all, to be honest with you, I'm worried about the elderly. The elderly, we have to take care of the elderly in the 25th district because we're all going to be there someday. But listen, we have to make sure that we keep taxes low for these people that are on fixed incomes. And listen, I can't go off without saying jobs, jobs, jobs. We can bring jobs to the communities, keeps our young people here, and it keeps the state thriving.
One big follow-up question is, you mentioned we're here in this pandemic right now. What's your take on the balance between safety during, keeping folks safe while also the need to help businesses by opening back up again? It's a big balance again. What's your stance on it?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's not one glove fits all. We're different here in the 25th district than the Philadelphias and the Pittsburgh in the area, and it's not one glove fits all. But I think most of all, what we really need to work on is communication. I thought during this whole problem, the communication was very poor, and we have to be able to educate our people.
What do you feel distinguishes you from your fellow candidates in this election?
I think one of the things is you have three candidates, and to my opinion is you got three pretty good candidates. And that being said is that we're all different, okay? The one thing, like I said, what brings me to the table is I do not need this job. I am doing it to help out the 25th district. And I think what it is I started at the bottom of the table, and when we've seen some of the things that have to be done, that needs to be done in all the communities.
Why, at the end of the day, why should folks cast their ballot for Herm Suplizio?
Because one thing we do is, with my team, we get things done. And I've been fortunate enough that, Senator Scarnati's staff agreed that if I win this election, they'll stay on so we can hit the ground running.